GFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Oklahoma City Nighthawks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oklahoma City Nighthawks and the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the one. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start. Yeah,
I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
9-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Midfield. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now back to throw. Shrugs him off. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Fielded at about the 28.
Bring it, baby, bring it!
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Oklahoma City first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
A gain of
13 yards down to the 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
and goal.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And this is incomplete. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Hey, normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Fourth down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0.
Bills nothing.
So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He gets away from one. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
6-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff looking right. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Number 39.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv. And you
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's the end of the 1st quarter.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
22-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
28-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
For the running back. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To throw now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. touchdown.
Touchdown,
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they're able to up the lead by one more. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
Bills, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Bills.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Down and sacked.
That's me, baby. Turn it up, turn it up.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
To number 30.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Nice move at the 40. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. It will remain remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Gain on the play.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Down and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started up in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. And it's the Explorers who are out in front. The Explorers trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. The Cowboys seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Third down.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 5.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And to give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
1st and 10.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This one good for 18. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Chambers. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was taken
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
To number 25.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
now a handoff here to his running back.
6-yard line.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So on 4th down, Out-trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game.
Bills 7.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the man over the middle, and it's complete. Well, he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Back to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
8 yards.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Staying on his feet, throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Bills on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And knocked away and incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Now it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
2nd and 9 now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. There he goes, left side. Touchdown.
OKC.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drives 7 plays in length.
Nighthawks 22, Bills 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And this is unfortunately for him a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here for his files.
And I'm not so sure that he would describe it as a spotlight, although it is beating down on him pretty well, as is the rush. He's been hit, harassed, uncomfortable. It's been a really, really tough day for him.
Been sacked 6 times. See all that pressure coming from all angles. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 35.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move him out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for our visitors, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.